Just about ready to race the 4-horse field from the 1400-meter marker. They sent on their way. They got away to a good enough beginning. Wild Fig has gone off to show the way with Augusta Rosso pressing on in second. Another Dance for Me is just a little bit headstrong towards the back end of the field with Above the Horizon just ahead of it as they race past the 1100-meter marker. Wild Fig takes them along, leads it by 3 parts of a length to in second position Augusta Rosso. Then came Above the Horizon racing in third. Another Dance for Me has got 5 lengths to make up at the 900-meter marker. About to turn for home, and out in front is Wild Fig from Augusta Rosso's in the brown cap, one off the fence. Above the Horizon is towards the inside. Another Dance for Me as the back end has got 5 lengths to maintain an unbeaten record. Out in front is still Wild Fig in the center. Towards the outside is Augusta Rosso moving in. Another Dance for Me still got 4 to make up, but getting into it now. And then came Above the Horizon. 400 to go. It's Augusta Rosso on the outside. Down the inside, Another Dance for Me is moving in. And then came Wild Fig in the white cap behind those. Augusta Rosso with 150 to go leads. Down the inside is Another Dance for Me. And here she comes. She's shot clear by 2 lengths from in second. Augusta Rosso is trying to fight back, but it's all Another Dance for Me. A galloping work of art has won it. Second placing will go to Augusta Rosso. Above the Horizon, and then came Wild Fig. As you heard on replay, Another Dance for Me on the left-hand side comes through to pick it up with on the outside here Augusta Rosso stable and ownership companion. Then Above the Horizon and Wild Fig, but Another Dance for Me shot clear and went on to win it. 1, 3, 2, 4, the numbers for race number 6.
Well, we can all breathe a sigh of relief. Another Dance for Me is just where she has to be, and that's in the winner's box. Now unbeaten, 6 from 6. Great to see her make a winning comeback run and remain undefeated. Ollie, her groom, is going to be ecstatic. Another 1,500 Rand coming his way from World Sports Betting, and that's definitely going to add a cherry to the cake. Big thanks to Godfrey. Godfrey, thank you very much for collecting for Ollie. Richard's coming through. He had a very fun ride on Another Dance for Me, and I don't just mean from the fact that you were riding quality, but she literally gave you a run for your money down to the start. Neil and I did say, you can see she's come back off a break. She was feeling her oats.
Yeah, she was feeling, firing very lean. Yeah, she's got a fancy little trick, fancy footwork in the opening as you go onto the track, and she like launches herself, so you sort of have to let her go. And yeah, so let her jump, and I tried to take control, and steering wasn't there. And the brakes were missing as well, so she was she was taking me for a ride. So yeah, we did a lot of work just getting down to the start. I think she took me to the 1,000 meters, and she never really let up. So very concerned. It's 1 to 10, goes down aggressive like that, but she's a quality filly. It's always sad that the competition runs away when these sort of horses come out to race, and it's just one of those things. So the field ended up being a lot smaller than what we would have liked it, but they've got important races to target. Cape Town, and even up in the Highveld. So you've got to get them going, and ended up small. Thank goodness. She's just the quality above, and she did a lot of stuff wrong. She went a little bit upset just before the gates opened. She
I saw fancy footwork out the gates too,
Yeah, and then wanted to still pull just before we started taking the first corner, and then try to control her again, and then up the straight, she drops a bit on me. So, a lot. But look, she burnt a lot. She used a lot of energy, and still to just come through with her action was amazing. But saying that, Direct Hit the other day did the same thing. They're just coming out lean. They're good horses, and they want to get mobile. So take nothing away from the win, even though it wasn't the strongest of races or any of that sort. But it's a good place to start.
Exactly.
Getting them ready for the big stuff. So we want to go take on the big guns out there, and we've got to get them ready. So great win, nevertheless. Well done to Mr. Mooney's team, well done to the boss with a sigh of relief. It's not every day you get to ride or train a 1 to 10, but you know, glad it got home. So well done to everybody, and also to my sponsors at Richmond.
Congratulations, Richard.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it certainly was a case of a lot not going to plan, but class has prevailed nonetheless, and Anotherdanceforme wins again. Ellen, these races must be rather nail-biting, perhaps also inducing, because I know they're not grade 1 races, but, you know, when you step out in a field like this, even if you aren't 100% ready, which you really shouldn't be, because it's a prep run, you still expect your horse to have the ability to win. So when you see everything going wrong, you must have been clutching at your hair upstairs.
Yeah, no, listen, it's like Richard said, you know, it's a starting point, and it's hard enough to find the races for these sort of fillies, and you know, you need to run them so that you can go further along the line.
Yeah.
And it just showed today, you know, she came out, she's had a nice rest through the rest of the winter after her run on July Day, and she hasn't done really very much, but she was full of herself, and it's like the cattle in Europe when they let them out the sheds after a long winter. She's out on the grass and is full of herself, and Richard did well to control her. She's a typical filly. She's got her own mind, but she got the job done. Very well done to Fast for breeding her, to Mr. Moore up in Durban. Well done to him, and Adrian back in Sim. You know, it's wonderful to train these sort of fillies, and you know, hopefully things just keep going on. She's won now all 6 of her races. She had actually a hard campaign as a 2-year-old. We weren't really thinking of taking her to Durban until the last moment, and that worked out well. And yeah, it was great. So thanks to everybody concerned.
Fantastic, Alan, congratulations. That is a big tick next to prep run. Let's see what this holds, but it has gone to plan, having the first start back. First start as a 3-year-old is winning, and yeah, we'll follow her future as she steps out to wherever province she may be headed to with great interest. A huge congratulations to Mr. Moore. Exacta here, 1-2, well done, great run, I thought, from Augusta Rossa. So a very positive run in the Moore colours.